Greetings, Royal family. We are here today to discuss the people some people are just committed to misunderstanding. You know, it's a lot going on out here. We need love. Welcome to the Queen Tulsa show. Queen Tulsa is live in the field. Queen Tulsa is a content personality that's broadcasted on YouTube, Instagram, and other social media. Please like, share, and subscribe to this independent channel for the people. Donations go to building this platform. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. As we proceed into the content, I wanted to take a ride down memory lane. Queen Tulsa likes to bridge together the gaps and bring the community together. Let's go ahead and go back to a live that was calling out a sister that was out of line, out of pocket. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, I have to ask my guests, are they okay with me allowing Keisha up on the panel, doing my due diligence, and respecting those that took time out to come by and support? Would like to come up and visit. Can we go ahead and embrace her where she is and make things better?
Yes, Mom.
Miss Candy? Yeah. Okay. Welcome, Keisha. How you doing? Hey, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
So, what's the problem? Because I was like, I just look at the chat and it says Keisha's always doing that, and I was like, always doing what? Having a difference of opinion is all I'm doing. So I'm lost. So I feel like you've been feeling some type of way about me. So let's chat about it. Hi, Sherry. Well, first of all, hi, Keish. How are you doing? Hey, I'm fine. Okay. So we were just over at my dad's channel and things, I want to say like emotions were high, tensions were high, totally understand it. Everybody wanted to get out their point of view. But I feel like, Keish, when you went low, it sent me to another mind frame because it went from the conversation of Jag to you mentioning, well, Queen Tulsa, you was assaulted, and that's all I heard, and everything else just kind of blinked out. So how did we get there? How did we get to you digging at a wound that I constantly deal with? Well, so okay, it wasn't that I was going low. It's the thing that every time somebody comes on the panel that has a disagreement and doesn't feel like they should be a cheerleader for Jag, that's not okay. And I feel like if everybody has their opinion where they want to be Jag's cheerleader, but they're putting it in the headline of let's support a black woman and let's not bash a black woman and bring a black woman down. But if I see a black woman I'm not rude and I'm not trolling Jag. I usually don't speak on Jag Emerson, just to let that know, and I'm definitely not rude. But back to what I was saying, we in this community or being African American people, or we can't support every black person just because we're black, because we have black people that do bad things to black people, just like all the people that SA me were black people. So I'm not gonna stick up for them, and they are in our community. So that's a headline that I'm never going to agree with, and I'm not tearing Jag down. But if I see somebody doing something wrong or they say something that I don't like, I do not have to agree with them or be their cheerleader.
Well, there's a lot going on in that conversation right there. That's why I say, some people should just put their phone down and take a break from social media because it becomes a bit too much for them. You know, learn when to take a step back. And thinking and assuming that, oh, I'm praising Jag because of what she said for me the last time. Um, I don't think you know that I've spoken with her before all this. And the advice that she told me was to have real conversations and let it come from my heart. And that's what I've been doing. So just because I'm transitioning and I'm doing something different with my content and I'm not staying the same, that's a problem for some people. When you elevate and when you start making some changes, some, like Keish says, some people just can't, go. But my thing is, I don't want anybody to feel left out. Watch the journey, be a part of the journey. This channel is for the people.
Something that I don't like, I do not have to agree with them or be their cheerleader. And it doesn't mean that I'm being rude or I'm being messy or mean or trolling them. I just don't agree with them. So now when she comes on the panel, I don't join the panel. Or if I do come into the live and I see that the title is about her, I may hang around and say hi to King, or give my comments here and there, and then I leave out because I know that this live is not for me. So I haven't been in the live for a while. So with that being said, I do remember at a time that you were keeping it real, Queen, in my eyes, but now it's like you have flipped sides, and it's just like everything that Jag says or does, you're there for it. And then when everybody has a disagreement, you have a comment on it, on the side, to be a cheerleader for her now. And that all started when you got on the live with her that day when she said, "Oh, your channel's doing good. You need to do you're gonna have a good channel, you're gonna do this." That's when I noticed the difference in you. So tonight when we got up there and we were saying what we wanted to say, and I did start my comment off as about this is not about Jag. Let's speak in general because everybody knows how I feel about Jag, and that is not going to change because I am a survivor of SA, and I would never forgive somebody for bringing those comments up. So with that being said, I didn't try to go low towards you. I just said that since you spoke about your situation before it did come out of your mouth, I said by you doing that and being an advocate of that one day, saying that you didn't like those things, how are you now gonna flip the situation, and now you're all about her?
So this is the thing. If you truly feel a certain type of way about somebody, avoid them. Avoid them. If you can't handle it, avoid them. It's so easy. It's so easy to click to something else. It's so easy to disconnect. But when you have people that are committed to misunderstanding you, and being that blockage that's going to be that reminder of, no, I see you changing. I don't want to see you change. I want to hold something against you. We got to stop this type of mentality. This is for educational purposes. Educational purposes. Tip the host, $ beautiful 070707. Do you have a life experience you want to share? Email queentulsadirect@gmail.com.
I'm never going to be the one forgiving people for stuff like that. I don't know about other people, but I'm never going to forgive people for doing that. I don't care what you did for me lately. I'm not going to forgive the past.
You know what? It's the Janet Jackson, what have you did for me lately? It's like, sister, like you need to get up out, play, get no shade to Janet Jackson, but stop using songs and lyrics to come at somebody in this type of situation. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah.
Forgive those things in the past, especially when it comes to children, because I'm a big advocate about children and for children children that has went through things that an essay situation or something like that, and it's very dear to my heart. When I hear a child going through that, I don't have to know the child or anything. My tears will automatically drop out of my eyes if I see something like that. So every time she does that, it's definitely a trigger for me, and that's something that I will never forgive. Ever. Never, ever. So I want to be very clear about that. And I said, so, Queen, you said you went through a situation like that. How dare you be up here advocating for somebody who's talked about children going, I don't care if she was mad, if she was arguing or whatever, for that to come out of your mouth is the lowest thing that you could ever do in life. And I would never ever forgive you for that. And it's just funny to me how you can now be on her side, being that you've went through something like that before. How do you forgive a person for something like that? And then speak up on them like you're taking up on their behalf and going against other people who don't agree with something like that. I just don't understand how all of you guys that agree with her and have forgiven her for these things, why can we not want to forgive her and not be in agreement with the things that she does and want to forgive her for stuff like that? So I didn't try to go low with you if you felt like I did.
Because without forgiveness, there is no future. I have a future. I have a future. Without forgiveness, there is no future. We ask for forgiveness on a daily basis. Who am I not to forgive somebody? I if I talk about feeling like you over somebody or you better than somebody, I can forgive somebody. Stop worrying about me. Stop taking notes on me and my life and focus on yours. You've been keeping mental notes on me and you formed this opinion in your head. For somebody that does not do content, that does not have a channel, you sure know how to stir the pot. The energy is off and you sound like a scorned woman. Let's be honest. If I'm busy, thank you.
If you felt like I did go low to you about that, I'm sorry. I don't want to come to you about that. and I didn't want to bring up something that you live with every day. I also live with it every day too. It's just confusing to me. You're an advocate for a multitude of things. How can you speak on it and make videos about it not being okay, and then take up for this very person that does that every single chance she gets and still doing it to this day?
Just whenever you're ready, I'll answer.
Okay.
Okay. So I first want to address that I expressed that what you said to me was very offensive. And to hear you not take accountability for that, I think that we should start there first before we engage into the next segment.
Can you repeat that?
I mentioned what you said about me being essayed.
I didn't say that.
It was offensive. And
I said you had an essay situation happen to you before. That's what I said. So let's be clear about that.
You brought up my essay situation, and I was offended by it. And you never took accountability as far as, Queen, I apologize. Can we make things better? Can we start there first, if that's okay with you?
Oh, Queen, I apologize for saying that you've been through an SA situation. I never brought up your situation or what happened. I said you have been through a SA situation before, so how can you stick up for somebody that uses that as a weapon to everybody? That's what
Does it sound like an apology, or does it sound like an excuse? Because a lot of people can't determine if this is an apology or, oh, she apologized. Is it an apology or is it an excuse? Is given excuse, but go off. Used it in the sentence that you did. I was offended. It was just accountability right there, and then we could have move forward. So, okay, I'll just go ahead and push past that since we can. I'll take
accountability for bringing that. Excuse me. I will take accountability for bringing that up. So I do apologize for that.
But this is supposed to be a woman of knowledge that, you know what I'm saying? That, I mean, she knows how to correct people when it's beneficial to her. And then it seems like, oh, she needed a little reminder of what was going on. So it's the mind games, it's the manipulation, it's the narcissistic, fake, false, and obnoxious outrage for me. Okay. The second thing is, you're a married woman, I'm a married woman, right?
Yes.
I'm very open about, I receive mental health services. And what I have a problem with is weaponizing our mental health when it's convenient for us. And I think that it has been done in this situation, and it's currently going on. And one person is being held accountable while the other person gets to sit back and enjoy his life with someone that he is A, not married to, B, is an ex, C, has a hand in his wife's incarceration at this current time. And so when you have this Black man that is married over at another Black woman's house that is single, and she's praising this man, she's doing the most, and you're okay with that. I mean, well, people are okay with that situation. People are okay with this man took this woman's business, took her livelihood away from her to enjoy it with another Black woman that's single with 4 children. This woman has a son, she has a mother, and she has someone that she invited into her home that is willing and wanting to be there. This woman is not only taking care of herself, she's taking care of a grown man. She's taking care of her mom, her son, and everybody else plus herself. So, what gives another Black woman to try to take away from that? You know? Then you have these Black male content creators that just don't care. A particular man that has a wife. Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
Yes, right? I don't know this whole situation, but the bottom line is this: that the having lights on is a lot of people's responsibility, the adults.
Now, you have this Black male content creator that is married to a Black female content creator here on YouTube. That's Perry Sanders and Cheryl's World. You know, they dogged her out, they dragged her up and down, and, let's take it back. Cheryl wanted to be Jack's friend, had her number and everything, and flipped on her. Flipped on her. Absolutely. I felt it was wrong. But, growing up and just seeing the things that I've saw, I said, when I get older, I'm going to make a change. Because, when you're young, or I don't know, some people, not everybody, when you're young, you feel like you don't have that voice. You don't have that voice. You don't have a voice to express yourself, or help a situation. But let's get into this man who is married, that has children, right? Hard times don't discriminate on anybody. Let's get into it.
In the house, right? Goomba could have did what he had to do if Goomba is no longer there. And Goomba got his crazy ways and the person he is. So it's not I'm taking his side over neither one, because I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. I'm just talking about the story.
Can you highlight the Sean Cherry's comment right there?
So mind you, he said that he doesn't give a F about either one of them. Now a comment is about to appear. I want you to focus on Perry's response. Read the comment. Get the comment.
Man, Jag down bad today. I kind of feel sorry for him. Yeah. No. You know what though? But I've been feeling the same way. Because remember, I think I did one. I said Jag is lonely. Jag won't go back. Oh, that's the biggest thing. She said, I really love Gerald. She said that shit today. She really love him. She's going through it now.
Yeah, and that's what Sis Giselle was saying, that when you came up on the panel, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what just...
Let's see. You got a negative Nancy that's up there that's rooting it on. They're excited. They're excited that she's going through turmoil. They are excited. They're waiting for the big moment. What is the big moment? What is the big moment? Of course, the woman loves her husband. That's her husband. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's her husband. That is her husband. People need to understand that. You can't click love off like a button. When time, emotions are involved, it's a real serious thing, guys. It's nothing to play with. People's emotions are involved. Let's hear from Jaguar.
People fuck with me. It's not good for your health. Trying to get my face together. I'm about to do a facial. I need to clean all of today off before we get on the road.
That's cute.
Not tabby cat.
Yes, get that
fucking animal. Are you there?
You glowing.
You know what? Let me just call him on my radio phone.
Jag, you're definitely glowing, girl. Okay.
Please leave your message for. Hey, honey. Sabbath is about to come, and we're leaving town. We're moving tonight. Sure enough. Thank God. Thank God. So I'm ashamed. I tried to save you. I really did. But you don't want to be saved. Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. I'm sure it's getting uncomfortable over there. Very uncomfortable. Considering y'all about to start having cash flow issues. It's time to be a big boy now. Gotta grow up. Yep. Your mama said that. When they arrest you and you book in down Loose Ferry, please put me on the visitors list. I mean that. You are still my husband and I'm still a Christian. Absolutely. And I promise I will come and pray with you every week. Every week. We don't have to do anything more than that, but I will come and pray with you. Every week. Every week. And I'll put money on your books. Yes, I will. I promised you $500 a week salary in exchange for my freedom. Yes, Lord. And I will put that on your books. Yeah. Every week. $2,000 a month. I'm not going to abandon you. I just can't have you around. At all. I need to be free. Yeah. I love you, Gerald. I do. It may not seem like it now, but this is the only way I know how to love you now. Take care of yourself. And tell that whore of yours she should probably keep my name out her mouth. Nikki, that's the closest you're ever gonna come to greatness. Dick on camera, then? You grabbing my husband's dick on camera. It was pathetic. I hope you realize in that very moment that I never touch you again. All right, kid, good luck. You a dumb young boy, but you know, it ain't all your fault. Girls need love, it takes something. Girls need love, girls need love, girls need love. Girls need love, so what's a girl to do? She needs love, some girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say no.